Hey everyone. Yesterday I was telling Dr. Brian Hardings that I think he and Chelsea have done phenomenal with the education this week and the analogy of the bull. And I think everyone's been really receptive of it. They've gotten really pumped up about it. And his reply was, I hope that translates into action. And that got me thinking, like, are we taking this education and taking tangible steps, or are we just getting pumped up and feeling good? Because at the end of the day, motivation is complete bullshit. I will keep saying this until I'm blue in the face. Like, the only thing that matters is action. It's taking steps. It's really easy to talk about what you want to do and plan when things are going really well. But growth happens when the storm of life comes and you have to act anyway. That's what you find out what you really value. That's what you find out what you really care about. When I was reading the 5 a.m. Club, they talked about this concept of monomaniacal focus. And this is obsessed with a single object or idea, psychoneurotic. It's afflicted with an emotional disorder. They talk about the idea of obsession bordering on possession. And I know everyone's always like, Aaron, why are you so mad? Like, you're too aggressive. Take some time to decompress. I'm not fucking mad. I'm focused. I'm trying to do something. I know like what I want to become and the price that I'm willing to pay to get there, that I'm willing to break myself in half if that's what it takes to reach my goals. About 5 years ago, whenever my wife got better through chiropractic, I wanted to be around doctors all the time. I wanted to just absorb as much information as I could, help out any way that I could. But I was dealing with a lot of shit. So I would try to go like to these marketing events, and I had so much social anxiety and just felt so overwhelmed trying to communicate with people, especially strangers, that we would do these outside events and I would wear these big like aviator sunglasses that were blacked out because I couldn't walk up to a stranger and say hello without just crippling anxiety. Would have to like prep myself in the car before I'd get out. I had trouble getting out of the car to even go to the event. And my sympathetics would be out of this world for hours at a time. I couldn't calm them down. And the only thing I could remember was, it doesn't matter how you feel. This is the way I'm feeling about this is external. Remember why you're doing it. Remember that if you don't get good at this, then you can't tell people about what happened to your wife. And that's a disservice to humanity. That's not reaching your full potential. That is a moral obligation that I would be falling back on. It's against my values. And I would just take small steps at a time. I would wear sunglasses that weren't quite as tinted. I would try to talk to 10 people and then take a break so I could catch my breath. I would just take up the sunglasses and talk to one person so I could look them in the eye. And I know you guys are like, dude, your eye contact is out of control. Has not always been that way. Step by step, things that seemed meaningless at the time that anyone that's listening to this video could do right now, like 5 years ago, I couldn't do. But the only thing that had, and we're not fucking done, we're gonna keep moving forward. I've got goals right now I'm working towards, but small steps in the right direction towards my goals, that is the only thing that has mattered once I have known what my purpose is. I know it's like a kind of an embarrassing story to talk about and go over with you guys, but the reason I bring it up is once you know who it is that you want to become, everything else becomes external. It's that internal drive that will push you through embarrassing situations or things that you think are fixed features or who you think you just are genetically or you are innately or what your personality traits are. These things are malleable. They're tangible, but you have to act. It's got to be action all the fucking time forward. Even if you have excuses, if you have a valid excuse, it's correct, it's meaningful, it doesn't take you towards your goal. Fuck excuses, do it anyway. Take a step today. At this point, like, I know probably half of you are out. This may be too much, but for those of you who are still listening and paying attention and can identify with this method of progress, I'm gonna solidify it for you. So there's a quote that I read almost every day. I have it written in my journal. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in adapting the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. Be unreasonable. Charge the storm. Bring and bend the fucking world to what you want.